Hi all, and welcome to Night Rips. So for today's opening, we're going to go ahead and open up another 4 packs of this Topps good lord, Topps 1991 Series 2 Stadium Club. And I don't know where I was pulling 2021. This is the premier year of Stadium Club. This was, the beginning of it all when it came to that product. Of course, this being the 30th anniversary, that's why there are Stadium Club greats where they're showing some old flashbacks to the old Stadium Club. And if you watch some of my videos when I opened up, Series 1, you'll see that, I pulled a Ken Griffey Jr. and a Nolan Ryan that were actually reprinted with this in this year. So let's go ahead and open this up. See if there's any other. I know Barry Larkin, I think Ryan Sandberg might be from this year. At least looking at the images, it matches the border that's on these. So we're only going to open 4 packs. Of course, 4 packs is still 48 cards, so basically it's the equivalent of a blaster box. It's a blaster box with no inserts. This was purely base cards. Total 600 in the set, 300 in Series 1, 300 in Series 2, and of course you always get the advertisement either for the club membership at a whopping $30 a year in 1991, or the bar system, which you'll see when we pull that one up. So let's go ahead and see who we get. Get any of the big names. I mean, these were all professional players, and they were all big in their time. But see if we can find any of the people that, you look back, and even though you might not have watched them play, you've heard of them. We're also going to look for some errors. We've run into, at least with Series 2, we've run into some print problems where a lot of the gold foil doesn't show up. So we'll see if we can find any more of that. We've already started creating a little ultra short print version of the non-print. There's a name to remember, Steve Howe. Luis Aquino. Oh, definitely a name to remember, Gary Gaetti. Yeah, he was a great player. Take a look at his back. I'm curious to see. He's definitely a fastball hitter, but he liked the curves against lefties, which is good because lefties throw a lot of curves. But yeah, you look, he was batting a 500 when you threw it center. That's crazy. So definitely a good hitter. In 1990, he hit 16 home runs, which in those days, 16 home runs, you're just warming up with 16. There's Joe Carter. And Gary Scott. I think, if I remember correctly, McGuire is actually in Series 1, because now I'd actually like to, see how many home runs he had hit in 1990. I mean, I can always Google it, but... And we got Glenn Davis. All right, so no one jumped out in the first pack. Let's take a look at pack number 2. Oh, okay. I recognize the guy on the back. We'll get to him when we do. I also recognize that year because that's some of the earliest cards I have, which is the 1981 set. But we got to find our middle card. If we have a middle card in this one, it doesn't look like we do. Looks like we're shorted. Oh no! Whatever will we do? All right, there's Roger McDowell. Yeah, I just toss those to the side because I keep one for posterity, but everything else is like, meh. No reason to have it and just take up space. Oh, Pedro Guerrero. A great player. How many home runs did Pedro hit in 1990? He actually hit 13, so not that many. That's where he would hit more. But if I start looking at people like Cecil Fielder, definitely McGuire, Barry Bonds. And Barry Bonds at that point was not really raking like he did later in the career. And of course, we all know why he got, quite a bit better later. He also got quite a bit bigger later. And probably will keep him out of the Hall while he's still alive. Or he may never go. Who knows? I mean, Pete Rose is still not in, and he holds the hit record for a career. Another one of those records that's going to be extremely difficult for people to get to. Because I think once you start getting close, you'll start getting walked more. But Rose played for a long, long time. A long time, multiple teams. And the one I mentioned before here is Tony Pena. I remember him because, and just like we pulled in Series 1, we pulled the Dave Parker, they had to move around because they all got caught up in that whole cocaine scandal that occurred with the Pirates. And unfortunately, it put people like, during that time, I think Vida Blue went to prison for a year. I mean, it was terrible. But yeah, it did come from this whole 1981 Topps. This is a rookie card. And actually, Pascal Perez became, I didn't realize he was actually on this card too, because he ended up becoming a Brave and then he became a Yankee. So, again, for whatever reason, they put 3 pitchers on, but not all 3 people, have pitchers on that card really take off. Usually it's maybe 1 or 2. Actually, I can't remember if any of the 1981 Topps had where the rookie card had all 3 players that became great players. If any of y'all know that, put it in the comment section below. I'm real curious. I honestly don't even know where to start looking for that, to be honest. I mean, obviously I could start doing some Google searches for it, but I don't know. That's an interesting one. So there's your homework for the day or for the week, is go find out if there was any of the 1981 Topps rookie cards where all 3 people that had pitchers became something great. There is Luis Sojo, and you saw me looking for that middle card, and it doesn't look like this one has one either. There's Terry Pendleton, and I think I gotta look. No. I always put my error cards over here to the side just in case. And of course there's Fox 5 News morning anchor, Ron Gant. And he looks exactly the same. That's what's crazy. Oops. There's Jose Mesa. Rick Dempsey. I also see Gant he's always there big for the alumni weekends that they have at Truist Park. Roberto Kelly. Don't have his autograph though, which is strange since I go there so often. Actually, I've never asked for an autograph when I was at the stadium. Most of the autos that I have, actually all the autos I have, I've basically pulled from boxes of either hobby boxes, blasters. I did pull a Acuna out of 50. I pulled that out of Stadium Club 2021. And here's our classic baseball checklist, because you gotta have these. 2 of the cards of the 600 cards are baseball checklists. Actually 2. Actually, it might be 3, because they're only. Actually, it might be 6 to tell you the truth. So I'm looking, if that's 501 to 600. Oh, yeah, here we'll find it at the end, because they do. I did find out all the checklists are at the very end. So, Yeah, there's 3 checklists at the end of the Series 2, and there's 3 checklists at the end of Series 1. So there's 6 checklists. So 10%, or no, 1% of the cards are checklists. That was your math tip of the day. Ooh, that card's got bad print. That's sad. All right, last pack. And that wasn't timed. That's just, you know, a bad photo. This is a Kodak photo paper that they use, or photo stock of some sort. And that was what they were real big touting. That's why you saw that big Kodak thing on the front. And for those that don't know, that aren't old like some of us, Kodak used to make film, pre-digital. All right, let's see what we got. We got Mike Devereaux, De Leon. I didn't check for the center this time. Rob Deere. Figure we'll get to it when we get to it. Oh, here we go. Mark McGuire. Now, I did make that comment. I wonder how many home runs Mark McGuire hit the previous year. And you see, there's his Topps card. He's actually, you know, wearing his Team USA. I have actually his 1986. I think I have his 86. I have his 87. But in 1990, he actually hit 39 home runs, which was not crazy yet, but you know, he really started towards the end. You know, the year that Barry broke the record, it set the record, McGuire actually hit 70 home runs. So 39's a warm-up. And there's the bars card, tell you how to read what we were just looking at. Just your Roscoe. So yeah, pulling McGuire, that's a good card. Joel Skinner, back-to-back Indians there. And then we move on to the Brewers. Since we're already in the Midwest. Yep. Now we're back in the Chicago with Scott Radinsky. And that would be Texas, I think. You see? Yep. And we've seen this before because that's such a unique look with Ken Caminiti. And then we got Oscar Azokar, and actually he's missing quite a bit of his stripes. So I'm gonna put that one to the side too. Wow, quality control was a problem back then. And then last we've got Mark Lewis. All right, so found yet another that makes 4 different era cards, or super short prints, or ultra short prints, because you know obviously they wouldn't let that go for too terribly long. But you know, we did pull the Mark McGuire, which was a cool. I mean, in the early to mid 90s, Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, they were all just slugging it. So very exciting to watch. The Bash Brothers, there was nothing. I mean, that was entertaining. All right, well that's it for this rip. This was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, make sure you subscribe and click on that bell to get notified whenever I put another video up. I tend to do it every day, just to keep everything fresh. But you know, browse my channel. I do put a lot of different stuff up there, and you might see stuff that you've never seen before. Maybe you get a little excited about it. I also love to hear. You know, I gave you the homework of finding out who, or if any of the 1981 Topps multi-image cards, if all 3 players really did well for themselves. I'd be real curious, and drop that in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all's time, and putting up with me rambling along about baseball and everything else. And I will see y'all next time. So until then, bye now.